Good evening, everyone. Am I audible? Am I visible? Everything is clear? Yes, very good evening to all. As you all know, we are here to discuss one of the previous papers. It can be of any of the insurance exams. As you know, banking and insurance exams, the pattern, syllabus, everything is the same. Just the type of question changes. Yes, you know that. So we'll try to solve these questions. Actually, why I am here, because today with this kind of previous year solving is because to tell you the way you should go by the paper. Many of you all do not know that thing, that important mistake if you make, you will not be able to attempt full 30 questions in 20 minutes. Our target is 30 questions in 20 minutes. Our target should be full. Out of that, if we are to miss 1 or 2 questions, that's perfectly fine, that's okay, that's not a problem. But our target should be 30 on 30. Yes, so in 20 minutes, that should be our target of solving 20 questions. 30 questions, sorry. So let's understand the technique or the steps to follow when you are trying to solve the English section particularly, right? For example, when you see a passage, you do not have to solve it at the very beginning because you will waste your time there. First, the easy kind of question should be done, and at the end, you have to go for lengthier questions. You know that thing, but let's try to implement it today. Yes, let's start. First type of question is, I cannot see any question as such. I can directly see the options. For this type of questions, maybe I will have to look at the direction as to what is being asked. Yes, what the actual question is, what do we have to do? Yes, so when we read the direction, it is written that pick out the correct sentence with regard to grammar so and so. If none of the given option is correct, mark none is correct. If all the given options are correct, all are correct. When I look at the options, at one go, I see that all are correct is the given option. That means one of the sentences is incorrect in this. Out of the 4 sentences, one of it will be incorrect. Otherwise, my answer will go to option B, all are correct. Let's look at which sentence is grammatically correct, contextually correct. Whatever is written, grammar, meaning, usage, and everything should match. Only one sentence will be perfect. Yes, good evening. Hello to everyone joined. I did not announce this live lecture before, that's my mistake, but yes, you know the paper is day after tomorrow, so you need some practice. Tomorrow will be the last class for the NIACL Assistant batch also, so you need much practice now. So for this question, what do you think? First option, when a company does expenditure, here only I can stop it. Why? Because expenditure is already a thing which has to be done. When we are saying does expenditure, this will be incorrect. That means the first sentence is gone. Third sentence, the expenditure that a company incurs on its employees shows them that they are valued. I think the answer is the third one, C. But let's look at option D also once. A company expenditure showing that they are incorrect, they are valued should have been here. That means I got 2 incorrect, 1 correct. That means my answer is option C, I do not even have to look at option number E. But this being a practice session, let's look at option E also, when the expenditure that accompanies a means one and it with that plural is used, that means the sentence is also incorrect. Option E doesn't even need to be checked. We got to our answer even before that. Yes, D is incorrect, E is incorrect, A is also incorrect. There is only one correct statement in all the options, that is option number C. Let's move to the other question. You can see a set of 5 has been asked of the same type. Next question is, here also the option is all are correct. First, I'll give you some time to answer. I showed you what is the technique, how to solve it. Now it's your turn. What will be the correct option for question number 2? You can see B and C options are almost same. Some words are slightly changed. Let's see together. B and C should go together. As a deadly tornado is likely to hit the city soon, the government, yes, government, before government we use the, that means I have to cancel out option B. The government is taking necessary precautions to avoid catastrophic damage. Option correct would be option C, but let's look at once at option D also. The damages that the government wanted to avoid is catastrophic, hence it is taking necessary precautions. It is incorrect. According to the meaning of the sentence is incorrect. I got 2 incorrect, 1 correct, that means my answer is option C. I do not even have to look to option E. Yes, for question 2, option C is the correct answer. Let's look at the next one. Question 3, what do you feel is the answer? Okay, I'm getting answers for question number 3 as C. Is that right? B option I can eliminate. Why? Because as a law requires, one must keep all the licenses and permits in the mandatory before starting a business. It doesn't make any sense. That means the meaning is not perfect. Before one can legally begin to operate a business, it is mandatory to have all licenses and permits in place. Option C is the correct answer. Before you may start a business, it is a requirement to mandatory all the meaning is different. The legal requirement of a business to start, it makes license, no. I got 3 incorrect, 1 correct. That means my answer is option C. Next question, question 4. Mohit, today I won't be able to take lectures in the app. My lecture, I am postponing it for tomorrow. Tomorrow, I don't know what time it would be, but at the afternoon or the morning time, I'll try to take the lecture. I'm not in a condition to take lectures. But this I don't want it to miss. That is the reason I'm taking it today. One more paper, that is the NIACL Assistant 2017. One previous paper is there with me. I would like to record that and put it in the Exam Insight channel. It is your responsibility before the exam. Take out 10 minutes. That I will do it very fast. That means I'll just show you that it is possible to solve 30 questions in 20 minutes. In around 15 minutes, I will solve that paper and record it and put it in the Exam Insight channel. It is your responsibility to see that lecture before your exam. That is before Monday. This is not NIACL, but some other insurance companies. Syllabus, pattern, all same. Today, my lecture won't be there in the app. Yes, for question number 4, only one answer I got. What about the others? According to experts, the trees are planting. How can trees plant? This is an incorrect statement. Experts suggest that planting trees in cities to deflect sunlight reduces the heat island effect. Trees can be planted in cities more often as they deflecting sunlight. The heat island effect, according to experts, can be reduced in cities by planting trees as they deflect sunlight. That means option number E is my correct answer for this one. Why not C? Why not C? Because I got one answer from Karthik as C. Experts suggest that planting trees in cities to deflect sunlight reduces the heat island effect. If I compare C with E, E would be the correct in term of usage, meaning grammatically everything it should match. That is the reason we have to choose option E. Last question of this set. 5 questions, the set of 5 questions. Last question of this set. Which is the correct one in question number 5. Augmented reality, the technology that superimposes digital images on the physical world, is a lot more than a few cool apps. I find no mistake in the first option. Let's move ahead. Augmented reality, where technology is superimposed on digital images in the physical world, has given rise to cool apps. In the technology called augmented reality, no. C option I can eliminate at the very beginning. Technology superimposes augmented reality, no. Out of A and B, which one would be the correct one? Superimposes, yes, I will have to choose option A. Reason is, here it is imposes, and imposes taken a preposition called on and not in. Imposes, that is imposed on that person. You may have heard such terms, such phrases. So imposes takes on with it. Option number A is the correct option for question number 5. A is the correct one. Moving ahead, we see that if you just look at the direction, look at the question, it is a kind of passage. You do not have to solve at in the middle. That means at the beginning, you shouldn't solve such type of question. Close test, parajumble, passage, reading comprehension shouldn't be solved at the beginning. It should be kept at the end. So this type of question, I'm skipping it for now. Till question number 11, it was passage. This is a batch announcement which is starting from the 27th of January, that is after your exam. If you would like to enroll in our full-fledged batch, you can do so. You can get all the details if you get in the Exam Insight app. In this particular course, you will be able to see all the details of this course. We are starting it on Monday itself. Anybody interested can join us through this batch. Any questions related to it, you can ask either here or on the helpline number given. You can ask, we are here to answer you. Moving ahead, what is the next type of question or the next set of question? You can see the blanks. That means it is a question of closed test, right? It is a question of closed test. I can see 12 to 17. That means till question number 17 I can skip. In exam, if you know, there is a question palette here, right? At the right corner, you will be able to see the question palette. There you can directly select the question number. For example, if you see 12 to 17, in the previous one we saw 12 to 17, directly you can click on the 18th one, right? Closed test, whenever it comes from 5 to 10, in a range of 5 to 10. That means after you see the first question for closed test, directly click on the 5th question. After that, leaving 2, 3, 4, 5th question you have to click on. That is how you can save seconds in between. Next type of question, for this also I cannot see any such question, so I will have to go through the direction what has been said. If I see in this question, 2 sentences are given followed by 4 connectors. These are the connectors given in the option. You have to find out which of the given connectors can combine the 2 sentences into one grammatically correct sentence without changing the meaning of the sentence. Fine, I understood. That means 2 sentences are given. I will have to make it into one sentence by joining some connector, by adding in some connector. Which one would be the appropriate one? That I have to choose. We have only 3 questions in this set, 18, 19 and 20. Let's look at that. Cookies, cakes and other baked goodies are a hard habit to break. It is important to break the habit of eating baked goodies as they are simply loaded with sugar and fat. Which would be the perfect or the appropriate connector? Around, unlike, never, none, however. Option E is the correct answer. That means after this sentence, other baked goodies are a hard habit to break. However, it is important to break the habit. That means after the first sentence, you can add in however to make a complete sentence without breaking the sentence, without changing the meaning of the sentence also. Question number 18 done. Same type of question. Question 19, it's your part now. Question 19. High blood pressure is a frightening disease. It has a very few apparently innocuous symptoms, yet it puts people at a great risk of suffering from a heart disease or a stroke. None. This none means none of these. None of these options. Please remember that is not a word there. Connectors are how, because, but, could. Which is the appropriate connector? Yes, I got answers because. That means many of you, majority of you have gone for option C. Now I will say why not. My answer is option A. Why I'll say? Just because of this word. If you put in because here, suppose you put in a word high blood pressure is a frightening disease because it has a very few apparently innocuous symptoms, yet it puts, that means two similar kind of connectors are in a single sentence, that makes the sentence grammatically incorrect. That is the reason I cannot put any of the connectors here. None other than these, no other options, no other connectors I can put there. That means no other words can connect these two sentences just because of this conjunction. Already a connector is in that sentence. Option number A is the correct answer for question number 19. I hope you understood why I chose option A. Last question of this set. Most employees have some weaknesses in their workplace skills. A training program allows the employee to strengthen those skills that he needs in order to improve. Like, despite, as well, since. I can get various answers despite. Option A, that is none. Okay, one correct answer I got, Nandini. Nandini, you are correct for this question. The correct answer is since. Now a question again arose in your mind, why? See, the question has been said, that means the direction is saying that you have to connect these two sentences to make a single sentence. It has not said that you cannot change the order of the sentence. That means in this question, what I am trying to do is, I put this since here. That means the sentence is starting with, since most employees have some weakness in their workplace skills, a training program allows the employee, so and so. You understood what I did? I wrote it at the incorrect place. This here I will have to put in since. Now read the sentence. Since most employees have some weaknesses in their workplace skills, a training program allows the employee. Without changing the meaning, I have to make these two sentences into a single sentence. That is what the question needs me to do. I can do it anyhow. Yes, Tejaswini also correct for this question. Since says about time, that's correct, Karthik, but since also is used for conveying a reason. Since is used in two cases. You're correct in time, when I want to say about some time. Since 1920, it has been going on. I can say that. That is one usage. The second usage is for a reason. Since I was ill, I couldn't come to the class. That's also correct sentence. I'm conveying some reason there. So it can be used in two ways. Right? Moving to the next question. You can see from the questions what it has been asked. It will be called sentence rearrangement. A single sentence has been jumbled up. It won't be called parajumble, but sentence rearrangement. You can do it here because it is considered easy. It shouldn't be put at the end. You should be doing with the flow. You should not put this. If it was a parajumble, I would have been put it at the end, but this question, you have to do it right in the beginning itself. If it is there in the beginning, you have to start with it. You cannot skip it. Yes, Nandini is giving example for sins. Good. Yes, for question number 21, you have to arrange it. What could be the possible arrangement? Giving you all some time. Proposed by researchers plausibly explain the studying sociology which various theories have been contemporary. The written statement is incorrect. I need some rearrangement. See, in these type of question, I can see, or I have said previously also, according to the option also you can go. Your option gives a hint that either B or D is your first sentence or the first part. Let's look at B. Plausibly explain the, we cannot start a sentence like that. Plausibly, possibly, you can simply read this word as possibly. It gives the same meaning. So you can read that, possibly explain the, how can I start a sentence as such? That means these both options gone. Now the only option remains is D. D has to be my first sentence. Let's look at various theories have been, yes. After that, A or B. Various theories have been proposed or various theories have been plausibly explained. Doesn't make sense. D after B, that means D after A. Right? After D, A should follow. Various theories have been proposed by researchers studying sociology which plausibly explain the contemporary attitudes of human. Fully makes sense. That means E is my answer. Why do I need to read the whole thing? Why? Because this option is there. None of the given combination is correct. Since this option is there, I will have to read the whole sentence to find out whether my option is perfect. Yes, for question number 21, option E is the correct answer. I can see a set of 5 has been asked of the same type. Second one. The written arrangement is obviously wrong. We have to arrange it. Looking at the options, either it is B, C or D. Also a major contributor, sentence cannot start like that. That means one option is gone. D and B left. B, as I see, social media is obviously a sentence can start as such. Youth today feels pressure on that. Like that also sentence can start. That means now possibility is of both. One more hint is there. If I look at the options, 2 options are starting with D and only 1 option is there with B. That means first I will have to go with D. D is my, consider D as the first sentence. Youth today feels pressure on A or C, various levels or also a major contributor. D shouldn't be followed by C. One more option is eliminated. Now check for this one. Youth today feels pressure on various levels, be it family or peers, and social media is also a major contributor. I do not need to check option E. For question number 22, option D is the correct answer. Those who are answering, request to you all with question number. Please can you answer so that I can match it with the question number. If you're giving answers, please give it with the question number. Yes, question number 23. Same thing, I'll go with the options C and B. Either of the two will be my first sentence. It may feel at, yes, B can be my first part of the sentence. And which one? C, right? Huge risk. Sentence cannot start as such. Huge risk. B will be the first part of the sentence. B means it may feel at. Option tells me that second is A. It may feel at times that investing in the, by going by it, investing in the stock market, that means B, A should be followed by E. I can only see in one option, that is my answer. Option E is the correct answer for question number 23. Great. I got many correct answers. None of the combination. Why? When all these option doesn't work, then we have to go for the D option, right? Here the answer is option E. Next one. Go by the options. Either E or C is my first part. Giving you some time for question 24. List, especially in an there are several benefits. According to me, C should be the first part. Out of these two options, check for it. There are several benefits. List, especially, doesn't make C, D, okay. Several benefits, high priority to very no. C should be followed by A. Yes, there are several benefits of writing a to-do. Okay. That means C after A. This option should be checked. There are several benefits of writing a to-do list, especially in an organization whose activities range from high priority to very high priority. Option number E is the correct answer for this question also. Question number 24. E is the correct answer. When these kind of sentences are short, why can't you just read the full sentence? After you make it, after you get the arrangement, why don't you just read the sentence once to just confirm it? Because I can see many wrong answers also. With right answers, I can see many wrong answers also. Why take a risk when you can score full in these type of questions? Please do not do such mistake. When you find such combination, please try to read the sentence once. These sentences are short. This sentence is short actually. This is one sentence divided in parts. So this is just a sentence and the sentence is considered short. So it is your responsibility to read the sentence once you find the arrangement, correct arrangement. Last type of question in this set. C, D, E. Here also, first thing you can check is C, D or E, right? There are three options, but I can see two options are starting with a single sentence, that is C. Single option, that is C. So let's check that. Can C be the first first part, sorry. Though many companies do, yes, sentence can start. After that, E, though many companies do given very easily, yes. Do not pay heed to, okay, both are correct. Let's check it with option B. Though many companies do given very easily, not pay heed to, no. Doesn't make sense. Arrangement is incorrect. Let's look at the option E. Though many companies do not pay heed to the unreasonable demands of shareholders, some given very easily. Option E. All answers are perfect for question number 25. E option, correct answer for 25. Let's see the last set, that is 26 to 30. There are 30 questions in your paper, you know that. So this is a last set. What do I understand from this is, it is a question set of sentence improvement. These type of questions are called sentence improvement. That means a part of the sentence, this is the part. A part of the sentence will be incorrect. You have to find in what has to be replaced in that place. If the given sentence is correct, your answer will go to no correction required. First, for this type of sentences, read the sentence once. Starting a business today without having to worry about financial obligation is a luxury that not many can afford. Written sentence is perfect. You feel like? That means option D is the correct answer. Without wasting much time, we can go for the option D because the written sentence is perfect. When there is an error in the sentence, you will have to go to check other options, other replacements. But here the written sentence is perfect. Why do I need to even check it? Moving to the next one. Though having a formal background in graphic design would be helpful, it is relatively easy to learn. Yes, this is incorrect. Reading the sentence, by reading the sentence I understood the written words are incorrect. I need to replace it with something. It is considerably simple to learn, changing with time to learn, likely to advance to learn, too advanced to learn, no, easy to understood. First thing, 2 is followed by V1. C and D is gone, either A or B. To learn, changing with time to learn, considerably simple to learn. Option number A will be considered the correct answer for question number 27. After finding out the answer, read the sentence once. Though having a formal background in graphic design would be helpful, it is considerably simple to learn the foundations of graphic designing on your own. Right? 27A, perfect answer. Next one. Question 28. Even for a seasoned author, it can be incredibly difficult to locate a creativity to write a book. According to the sentence, context of the sentence, it doesn't fit. These words doesn't fit. That means I need a replacement, blend the originals, occupy the creativity, find the inspiration, stimulates the mind, no correction. No correction is not the answer because I said that replacement is required. What is the correct one? To write a book. To write a book, what do I need? What does an author need? To blend the originals, occupy the creativity, find the inspiration, stimulates the mind. I can eliminate this option also. Why? Because here 2 is given and 2 is followed by V1. Stimulates is not V1. V1 means first form of the verb. Stimulates is fifth form of the verb. There are only 3 options remaining. Occupy the creativity. For question number 28, I didn't get, yes, Karthik, you are right. Option C is the correct answer. To write a book, you need an inspiration. Find an inspiration. Next one. Some ideas have most ability than others. First of all, I understood with this word that comparison has to take place, and here superlative degree has been used. That means it is incorrect. Replacement is required. Comparative degree, look at the options, you will find only one comparative degree. Which is that? Tejaswini, you cannot answer like that. Only one you can answer. For question number 29, yes, more potential is the correct answer. There is only one comparative degree, and I need a comparative degree because comparison is going on in the sentence. 29, A is the correct answer. Last question of this set. In the stock market, higher the risk, great the chance of both potential reward and failure. The written part should be replaced. It is incorrect. Those who are there in my batch, those who are learning from me from either 1 month also, they know that I have given one structure for this to remember. You can understand the importance of that structure in this question. The structure is, yes, Nandini, you are correct. The structure is the plus comparative degree plus subject plus verb, and the same should be followed. The same structure should be followed in both the clauses. Both the clauses. I've very well explained in my batch. In my ongoing batch also, I've explained this very much clearly. This structure should be followed in both the clauses. You can see here, the higher the risk, the comparative degree, subject, verb, the greater the chance. This the shouldn't be missed. That means option B is the correct answer for question number 30. In the stock market, the higher the risk, the greater the chance of both potential reward and failure. Yes. Now let's go back. You know, we remember that we have left out close test as well as passage. From these two, which will you choose? I will choose close test because that takes much little time to solve than passage. Passage, you have to read the whole passage, then go on to the questions. Before that, we will solve close test. This is also the case you have to follow. Yes, close test starting with question number 12. This is the one. Whether you are an dash public speaker. The highlighted words mean ABC, that is a blank there, okay? Whether you are an dash public speaker, because of this an here, I understood that the following word should be starting with a vowel sound. When I look at the options, I can eliminate option B. I can eliminate option E also. There are 3 options remaining: experienced, invite, advantage. According to the sentence, what it should be? Yes, option number A is the correct answer for question number 12. Experienced public speaker or just flirting with the idea of sharing your message with the world. You probably know that giving a great presentation involves much more than just dash from cue cards. More than just dash from cue cards. Making, bouncing, source, reading, open. You'll understand what is the meaning of cue cards. You know what are cue cards? Yes, option D is the correct answer. Who's that? Coco. Nice name. Apurva, correct. Reading is the correct answer for question number 13. Just for the ones who do not know what are the cue cards here, mentioned here. Cue cards means, you may have observed, like many big people use this kind of technique. When they do not know what to speak in front of the camera, what they do is, there is a card called the cue card just beside the camera. They look at that card and start reading, or probably it's reading. They start reading from that card so that people may feel like they are just saying it from their own. Actually, they are reading it from a card, but people feel like they are doing it on their own. It is used to give an illusion. Yes, cue cards. Moving ahead to the third blank. The good news, Learning about the essential qualities of other great presenters is an easy way to become one yourself. To be an effective speaker, you must first understand who you are as a speaker and as a person. What are your strongest interpersonal qualities? How do you best dash with others? Known, said, pay, connect, presence. Easy one. I'm Ruby from NIACL. Okay. I knew that Coco can't be a name, can't be an actual name. It can be a nickname. At the end of the session, please tell us cutoff marks and how many students are selected for the next level. Oh. Okay, fine. I'll try to discuss the cutoff, but the number of students selected is not dependent on us. It depends on you actually, those who are giving paper. It will depend on you how many students are actually selected. But the previous year structure I can give. Yes. What is the possible answer for question number 14? Yes, right. Connect with others. Moving ahead, what qualities do you need to work on? The most effective speakers are constantly working to capitalize on their strengths, whether that's great storytelling or a talent for getting the audience to participate, and also to improve upon their weaknesses. Dash into your most powerful interpersonal qualities is an excellent way to make yourself accessible. Dash into, booking into, tapping into, living into, existing into, following into. Please tell the previous year structure. Fine. Okay, okay. First, let's complete this. 15, the right answer is tapping. Tapping into. Following, those who are answering following. Nagarajan. Following cannot be followed by into. When we follow someone, we say that I'm following directly. I cannot say I'm following into that room. That will be incorrect. Fit the word in this blank and try to read that sentence once. From here, try to read that. You will find it automatically incorrect. Let's move ahead. We're done till here. Engaging and unique. To start, make a list of your best traits and the areas in which you excel. Then think about how each of these traits is dash when speaking or presenting in front of others. Is monitor, creatively, longed, spreads, expressed. Only two can be a possibility according to the grammatical structure, because the word is. After that, you know, monitor cannot come, adverb cannot come, spreads cannot come. Longed or expressed. 16, with question number please. 16E is the correct answer. Expressed. These traits is expressed when speaking or presenting in front of others. For example, if you are great at explaining complex concepts in simpler terms, or if you have a dynamic, engaging personality, make sure you're incorporating and dash these qualities throughout your presentation. Preventing, lacking, pointing, highlighting, hiding. We need a positive word. We need a positive word. That means preventing, lacking, and hiding can be eliminated. Two options remains, pointing, highlighting. Which could be the possible answer? Yes, option D, highlighting is the correct answer. We are done with closed test. This is the time you should take for closed test, not more than this. Closed test should be solved before passage, if the combination is such. If the combination is parajumble and RC, you won't get all three. Parajumble, RC, and closed test, you won't get that. It's a rare chance. Yes, you will get the combination of two. Any of the combination, passage should be kept at the end. Yes, before that you can solve parajumble or close test. It will take much less time than what you use for passage. Let's move to the passage now. Those who are there in my batch, they know the strategy to go by the passage. First is to skim the text. That means to know what the passage is all about. Time for y'all to skim the text. Because as I said, skimming depends on you. Each and every person's perspective is different. They perceive from a very different point of view. One person will perceive something else. Different person will perceive something else. I cannot argue with each of them. So skimming depends on you. I'm giving you some time. Hope you're done with it. You shouldn't take much time skimming the text. This is a continuation of the passage. I hope you're done skimming the text. You may have known what the passage is about. Let's go on to the questions to find out which type of questions I have to answer after reading this passage. Fine. First question is, which of the following is true? Okay. Let's look at the sentences also. The auto insurance sector is likely to face losses due to emergence of autonomous vehicles. The number of privately owned vehicles on road is likely to reduce in the next 2 years. Majority of the accidents on roads occur due to human error. Which of the following is true? Our conclusion, our own conclusion shouldn't be used in these type of questions. Whatever is clearly written in the passage should only be answered. So for now, we have just to read the sentence. We should only read the sentence and leave it. Next one. What is the author's opinion about auto insurance? The presence of autonomous vehicles in the market is the only factor negatively affecting its business. It does not cover the damage after an accident at all. Its target group is mainly privately, individually owned vehicles. Next one, which of the following should come in place of the blank? Okay, fine. No need to even read the full sentence. Fill in the blank. You may have seen one blank in the passage. Which one should fit there? That is the question asked. In a significant, that obviously with the passage we have to do. We cannot do it at the beginning. Next is, represent the most similar, synonym of variance. The word is variance and the word is, we have to find out the synonyms. You can do this question before even reading the passage, if you know the meaning of the word. Variance means what? If you know, you can answer for this. Transitions, roots, versions, branches. What do you mean by variance? It's an easy word. It's not difficult. Variance is an easy word. What do you feel is the answer for question number 9? Yes. D is a correct answer. Versions is a correct answer. Variance, versions, almost same. Most similar is the answer. No, all of the given options I cannot say. Transition means changes. Transitions, changes. How can I compare it with versions? All the given options will be incorrect in this case. Versions is the correct answer. Next one, which of the following themes have been touched upon in the passage? The need for increase in transportation, reasons for doing away with auto insurance immediately, the change in car renting preferences of people over the years, the impact of autonomous vehicles on fleet owners. None of the given options are themes. Okay. And the last question, as per the passage, which of the following is likely effects of autonomous vehicles? Benefits for fleet operators in the transportation industry, no need for life insurance, increased expenses for those planning to travel by public transport. We are done going through the questions. We now know what type of questions we have to answer. Out of the questions, I think there are 6, right? 6 and 11, how much? 6. There are 6 questions. Out of that, we have already answered 1. That means I have remaining 5 questions to answer. Let's move to the passage. As I always do, I will read the passage. It's your turn to hear and comprehend. To listen to me reading and comprehend the passage. That means understand the passage. Yes? I hope the passage is visible. Let's start. There is little doubt about the widespread adoption of autonomous vehicles will have a huge impact on the automobile insurance industry. Research conducted by Accenture in collaboration with the Stevens Institute of Technology indicates that as many as 23 million fully autonomous vehicles will be traveling US highways by 2035. This rapid growth of autonomous vehicles will involve a major shift not only in our driving habits and patterns, but in the ownership of vehicles. Most fully autonomous vehicles will not be owned by individuals, but by auto manufacturers such as General Motors, by technology companies such as Google, and by other service providers such as ride-sharing services. Unlike individual car owners whose vehicles typically sit idle most of the times, fleet owners can send autonomous vehicles out on multiple trips on a 24-hour basis, reducing the cost of ownership. Since insuring privately owned vehicles is what the auto insurance industry has been all about, insurers have every reason to be concerned about their future growth and profitability. With fewer individual owners, there will be lower overall premiums. Further, since as many as 94% of accidents are attributed to human error, the number and severity of accidents and insurance claims will drop, also leading to lower premiums as insurers learn to price in accordance with real risk. The forecast also shows that the drop in individual premiums due to both decreased private ownership vehicles and to safer vehicles will begin in 2026 as large numbers of autonomous vehicles begin to appear, and this could mean as much as a 25 billion loss for insurers by 2035. This is significant for a roughly 200 billion market. In addition to autonomous vehicles, reducing the need for individual auto insurance, other trends such as urbanization, ride sharing, and a general lack of interest in car ownership among young drivers are also cutting demand and putting pressure on premiums. It is worth noting that large commercial fleets such as UPS, FedEx, and other trucking businesses dash. However, auto insurers have one factor weighing in their favor. The shift to fully autonomous vehicles will be gradual. It will likely be years before fully autonomous vehicles appear on US highways in significant numbers, and they are likely to coexist with traditional driven vehicles and a host of semi-autonomous variants for decades. How to know the word in gerund? That is something out of the syllabus. Karthik, gerund is a separate topic. We are done with the passage. I hope you all were with me. You understood the passage. What was it about? Ready to give answers? Dravid Hussain. Hi, I'm fine. I hope you are also doing well. To the questions. Which of the following is true? The auto insurance is likely to face losses due to emergence of autonomous vehicles. It is up to you how much answers you can give, how much comprehension you have done. This will depend on your answers. Let's try from your side first. What is the answer for question number question 6? Majority of the accidents on roads occur due to human error. This was clearly written. That means C will be my answer anyhow. True is asked, right? A, B or E? Which is the answer? Okay, I got E, I got A. The auto insurance sector is likely to face losses due to emergence of autonomous vehicles. That is what the passage is all about. That means A will be the correct one. The number of privately owned vehicles on road is likely to reduce. No. Is likely to increase. That means A and C, option B is the correct answer. Why didn't I get a single correct answer for this? Maybe my speed was a bit fast, but trust me, this should be a speed for reading comprehension. Then only you can complete the number of questions in the allotted time. Else you cannot do that. If you waste time in the passage, first remember that you are leaving this passage at the end. That means time limit, that means you can say 8 or 7 minutes will just be left for the passage. In that tenure, you have to complete reading as well as answering. So you should go by that speed. You should maintain that speed. Question 6 is done. Moving to the next one, what is the author's opinion about auto insurance? Okay, which is this one? The presence of autonomous vehicles in the market is the only factor negatively affecting C. Whenever you see such words, is the only factor that should never be the answer. It does not cover the damage after an accident at all. No. Its target group is mainly privately. Yes. That means only C is the correct answer for question 7. Is that correct? Yes, 5 minutes if you're completing the passage, that's very good. 5 minutes if you are doing everything, that is reading the passage, answering, you're doing everything in 5 minutes, that is perfect. Yes, question number 7 is done. Next one, which of the following should come in place of the blank? For that, I will have to go to the passage once to read from here. It is worth noting that large commercial fleets such as UPS, FedEx and other trucking businesses in a significant and likely escalating manner likely moves to autonomous vehicles at a rapid pace have started working towards including autonomous vehicles in their operations. My answer will go to none of these. None of the 3 sentences fits in that blank. If possible, you can go behind and look at the passage, read one more time. I am running out of time, so I need to be quick. My answer is option E, none of these, for question number 8. Question number 9 already done. 10th one, which of the following themes have been touched upon in the passage? The need for increase in transportation, reasons for doing away with auto insurance immediately, the change in car renting preferences of people over the years, the impact of autonomous vehicles on fleet owners, none of the given options. Theme means full passage should be based on that. Full passage should be based on that particular theme. So if I'm talking about any of these, the need for increase, that is not mentioned. Reasons for doing, yes, this is mentioned, this is mentioned. But the whole passage is not dependent on this particular thing. That is why this also, my answer should be option E. For question number 10 also, My option is option E. Because when I give a theme to a passage, the whole passage should be dependent on that theme. That is not applicable in this case. That is why my answer is option E. Last question of the paper for the day also. As per the passage, which of the following is likely effects of autonomous vehicles? Benefits for fleet operators in the transportation industry. No need for life insurance. Increased expenses for those planning to travel by public transport. Question number 11, which one do you feel? Effects of autonomous vehicles. Fleet operators are not benefiting from autonomous vehicles. That means A gone, B gone. If I look at the options, I will have to go for none of these. Why? Because I do not get a answer, or that means an option of only C. That means I can go directly to the option E. In this question also, unfortunately, 3 of the questions, my answer was option E. That means none of the options. Right? Any doubt? Maybe you'll have a doubt in the passage. I'll recommend you looking at the passage once. Looking at the passage once more to get to the answers, why and why not. I have answered the questions, but there may be a question in your mind, why the answer went to none of these. There may be a question in your mind. For that, please go to the passage once, try to understand the passage, and try to understand why none of the options are correct was the answer. Try to understand that. Yes. As I said, in this question, in this set, I can say, if this was the same set in your paper, in your exam, I said 2 or 3 questions can be skipped. That's not a matter. My target is 30, but if you're getting 27 or 28 out of 30, that's not less. That's not bad also. So in this passage, if you're not able to answer, if you're not able to understand what the passage was, I'm not getting time is running out, you can skip this. Instead of answering wrong answers, you can skip that question. Right? You won't be facing negative marking at least. Next, your doubt was about cutoff. Cutoff, you may know that if you look at the previous trends of banking and insurance also, there is a sectional cutoff. Each subject will have its own cutoff. But clearing that particular cutoff will not, you will not pass the exam by just clearing the cutoff. For example, I'll just give an example of what I'm seeing the trends. Out of 30, the cutoff will be around 12. Suppose the cutoff will be around 12. If you're scoring 12 or 13 out of 30, you're not going to pass. You're not going to clear the exam. So your focus shouldn't be on the sectional cutoff. That is, if the sectional cutoff is 12, I will score 1 or 2 marks more than that. That shouldn't be your target. As I said, in English language, as I said, other 2 I do not know, but English, as I said, 30 on 30 should be your target. It is an assistant level, I'm talking about NIACL right now. It is an assistant level paper. Prelims level is damn easy, trust me. So your target should be 30 on 30. If you cannot solve 1 or 2, that's okay, but at least 28 you should be able to solve in the English section. Overall cutoff will go to around 70 you can expect. You have to target for 80. Then only you can reach up to 70. Around 70 will be the overall cutoff depending on the state, everything, etc., etc. Overall cutoff, sectional cutoff, both are different. Any other doubts? number of students selected, that will not depend on anyone. That will depend, first of all, the paper will be easy to moderate. Easy to moderate, mostly one section. Out of the 3 sections, 2 sections will be easy, 1 will be moderate. That is what the recent trend is. Out of the 3 sections, 2 sections will be easy, 1 will be of moderate level. Now, which will be that section? That we do not know. Number of students selected, how can I predict that? Around 1,000 students are selected, but I don't know, depends on the vacancy, depends on the selection. Number of students I cannot say. Cutoff I can say. In all sections, overall cutoff should be around. In all sections, are you talking about sectional cutoff or overall? Sectional cutoff, as I said, around 12-13 is your sectional cutoff, and overall, as I said, 70, around 70 you can expect overall cutoff. Other than these 2 cutoffs, there are no other cutoffs. Will there be class tomorrow? Yes, obviously. Tomorrow there will be a class. We will announce that schedule of the lecture. What time will it be? Being a holiday, there will be a chance of taking the lecture much before the scheduled time. That is not at the evening time. Either morning or afternoon, we will be scheduling the lecture. We will inform you through the app. How many selected for next level? If you are talking about us, I am not talking about the company who is recruiting, but if you are talking about us, that how much students we have trained and how many have been selected, I can say 100 out of 100%, that is total 100%, I can say 60% get selected, 40% are not selected. Now you can compare it. Is there any state-wise English sectional cutoff? Overall cutoff will be state-wise. Overall cutoff. Sectional cutoff is not state-wise. Tomorrow class time, we will either inform you through the app or through the Telegram channel. You just be active in both these. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope all your doubts are cleared. One more session I will be providing you in recorded form. That is one of the previous paper of NIACL itself. Okay. So that also, it's a request to go through that video once before your exam. That will be provided. Yes. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining, for being till the end, for answering, for your cooperation, everything. Thank you so much. Maybe this will be the last time we are meeting, except for the batch ones. Those who are there in the batch, obviously we'll meet tomorrow. But who are there for live sessions only, this will be our last meeting. Thank you so much, everyone. And yes, obviously, best of luck for your exam. For those of you all who may not meet, I may not meet tomorrow, for them, best of luck for your exams. Thank you so much.